So a long time after, but quick follow-up to the noise I was getting on my engine, like a duck quacking thing, whatever it was. And it was this. It's a pressure transducer. There is vacuum either in, vacuum in, and then there's a pipe that just says out. There's an electrical connection. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, electrical connection, 12 volts. Whether that's feeding it with 12 volts or taking 12 volts from it, I don't know. Don't know exactly what it does, but it didn't affect the performance, the running of the car, or the fuel economy that I could see. To change this, obviously electrical connection, I just sliced the pipes off because I replaced the vacuum pipes anyway, and then two M6 bolts, I believe. Yeah, two M6 bolts, but this is buried under the intake manifold. You have to take the intake manifold to get at it, which is not for the faint-hearted, let me tell you, because if you drop anything, you've got to find it before you put it back together again, which I did. It took me 2 days to find a backing grommet, but there you go. So I might just take this apart and just see what's actually inside it, probably a diaphragm or something. I'll put a link to where I got this from in the description, but you'll have to check that it's for your car. If you've got the problem and you decide to change this, you need to check that it's the same part number. I think yeah, there's the part number, and it came from somebody called Parts in Motion. They call it a pressure transformer. Well, it's transforming. Definition of the word transducer or transformer: a device that converts variations in a physical quantity such as pressure or brightness, in this case pressure, into an electrical signal, or vice versa. So I'm not sure which way around it's doing it. So anyway, let's rip it apart and see what's inside. Yep, as we thought, there's a diaphragm and some kind of armature. Can't see any splits on that yet. No. I'd expect to see a hole. Oh, what's that? A hole? Ah, there we go. A little hole on the diaphragm. So that was obviously letting air pass through there, and that was probably quack quack quack. Yeah, there we go. There's the problem. Hole in the diaphragm. It's just a guess, but I'm thinking that this is all to do with emissions, because it doesn't affect the running of the car or the performance or the fuel economy. It looks like it's just there to tick an emissions box. Maybe, I'm guessing. Since it's connected to the EGR valve, and disconnecting it from the EGR valve doesn't change the running of the car, it must be to do with the emissions controls. So there you go, one knackered pressure transducer.